Okay, sorry about that. I got a phone call. Thankfully, it was just Bill. Nothing, nothing earth-shattering. I just forgot to put his lunch in his put his lunch in his bag. Put it in the fridge instead. Uh, anyways, my camera, my cell phone is my camera right now. So, um, unfortunately, when I get calls during the stream, I've got to stop the stream in order to take the call. So, but anyways, I'm back. Let's get back to it. However, you don't need to see two of me. So let's move that over and get back to uh, drawing. All right. Draw, 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 draw. Nope. Go back here. Where's my pen? Okay, so what time is it? All right. Still got a good half hour.
Now lease one iPhone 8 and get a second one on us. Visit your local Sprint store, sprint.com/iPhone, or call 1-800-SPRINT1 today. iPhone 8 64 gigabyte 2917 second iPhone 8 after 2917 month credit apply within 2 bills.
So definitely looking forward to Infinity War. I think a lot of people are. I hope you are. If not, that's cool. I definitely am. I was reading it's definitely not going that the motivations Thanos' motivations in this one are different enough from the comic books that the producers have made sure to mention it. I'm like, okay, no problem, because I have read the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, and so it'll be interesting to see what they do. One of the things I am guessing, a lot of people have speculated Iron Man's going to die. I don't think it's going to be Iron Man. I think it's going to be Pepper. And it's going to send Tony off the deep end. But we'll see. With the Infinity Gauntlet, you don't, it's one of those things that it shapes reality. So if you have all the stones, you can do whatever the hell you want. You are omnipotent. Which opens the door for bringing characters back if they die. But if they're going to change the Marvel Universe, Cinematic Universe, then they've got a perfect opportunity to do that with the Gauntlet. And that can be anywhere from character deaths to resurrections to literally rearranging the universe. So we will see. It'll be fun to find out. Alright. I'm wondering if they're going to have Adam Warlock, or if they're going to wait until the next Guardians of the Galaxy. Although, really, by the time, since they said 1 and 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 happened right after, or really close together, and that they were, that 2 happens, I should say, right after 1, that means Adam should be alive. At least I'm speculating. at the time of Infinity War, and that they've already dealt with him. So, or maybe not. Maybe it's taken time. It's taken time to gestate him and train him. All right, curved edge. Or they may wait and bring him in the second Infinity War film. Who knows? They do, but not us. Not yet. But I am so looking forward to it. And one of the things that ads keep popping up. Yes, I'm looking in a different direction now because, with the stand and putting the camera here instead of over my secondary monitor, so you've got my Wacom right here, and then over here is my backup camera or backup monitor. And how gay was that? Oh my God. Yes, I am gay, and seeing my hands flailing about now, as there's a bit of a delay. Oi. At any rate, over here is my secondary monitor, so you'll see me look over it every once in a while, because that's where my OBS stream is. I have that on top of my Twitch channel so that I can see the chat, but still see what's being streamed out. And periodically it glitches, and I just got to make sure to keep an eye on it. And when you're trying to draw at the same time, it can be a challenge to keep a track of. Okay, so yep, come back here. Come back here, you. Undo. Okay. Boom. Come back here. No. One of the things I keep saying no. It's because some of the line weights aren't going where I want them to, and well, my voice has gotten a little ooky. I hope that's just allergies, because I've been having really bad allergies. I've had to double up on my allergy medication. Like, ah! And bippity boppity boop. Oh, I wanted to put a little circle in here. So, back out of that. Okay. Looking good, baby. Do that. And bring that kneecap down. I know a lot of my art, or a lot of my streams lately have been art. I will be doing some more gaming soon. I've been trying out a couple of different mods for 7 Days to Die, and I'm liking one, and I thought I was liking the other, but it's not going quite as well as I had hoped. So I'm thinking of ditching that one. Because right now I'm doing vanilla, the vanilla regular version. Then War of the Walkers, which I'm liking. And then Dying Lands is the one that I thought I was going to like, because they did some really good tweaks, but I'm not. Oh, come on! I hate it when I do that. I have lost my train of thought. Oi. Dying Lands. I thought it was going to. I knew it was going to be challenging. Nope, I don't need that point. I thought the modders did a great job of rejiggering the land and the biomes. But the zombies themselves, they've really made it an uber challenge, and I was unprepared for that. The zombies don't stop, and it's not just the zombies, but they've made ghouls. So, and the zombies and the ghouls fight each other, but the ghouls, they're basically like feral zombies. They're very quick, and the closer they get to you, the faster they come at you. And they're really hard to kill. And they have reach. Well, you know what? That's okay. They have reach. So they can hurt you from what used to be a safe distance away from them. But there's no break from them. They... Or the break, I should say, is very short. And from what I understand, if a screamer shows up, because the zombies themselves are also notched up, if a screamer shows up, it's basically like a large horde night, and you're screwed. And the grace period, the grace period when you first start the game kind of went down. And I'm big on the building aspect. And the exploration. With the constant threat of something lurking around the corner that could jump you. It's been funny when I've been playing it and I've been really in it, and then Bill comes up behind me and just rests his hand on me. I a couple times have jumped out of the chair because I was like, "Where's the zombies? Where's the ah?" um. So I will probably be streaming more of that soon. Um. I also have I bought early access for what's it called again? Survive the Nights. I didn't realize it was going to be a multiplayer game. They do say that it will eventually have the ability to do single player by getting your own dedicated server or just running it on your computer. So I'm looking forward to that. Because I'm not on these type of games. I'm not big on PvP. Even when I played Warcraft, when Bill and I played Warcraft, we weren't big. We tried it a couple times, and I just don't like it. I want the challenge to be from the zombies, and if there are other players, I want them to be other, sort of like your gaming group in D&D. They're part of your team to help you against everything else. So, anyways, that's still in development, but it's developed enough that I will probably stream some activity on that. I know they just did an update last week. They still haven't done fortifications yet on that one, because you're supposed to be able to claim a house or location and start making fortifications against the zombies and other players, and they haven't quite got that part yet. And then I'm also got Dead Matters, which is another. All three games are very similar in concept, where it's a zombie apocalypse. You have to survive. You have to build your base. Blah blah blah. Kind of thing. And right now, 7 Days to Die has the most functioning game. In fact, we should be getting Alpha 17 soon, and that's supposed to be a huge change to the game. And the others are still in development. And where 7 Days to Die has the the more finished game, the other two, their big appeal to me is not just that they're similar, but that their graphics are better. If 7 Days to Die had their level of graphics, I probably wouldn't even be looking at them. I would be satisfied. But some of the graphics, if there's one weakness for 7 Days to Die that takes me out of the game, it's the graphics. And I'm not knocking the developers. It's a small team. They've done an amazing job of making a very good game. I've put 300 hours into it, so it's not. It's definitely fun to play. If there was a nit I had, it would be the graphics. Okay, what are we doing on time? I've got about 15 more minutes. So let's get going. Diddly poppin'. Diddly poppin'. Okay, so pull out. Let's at least get the rest of him outlined. Okay, Marvin. Let's start up here. Life. Don't talk to me about life. Look at me. Brain the size of a planet. I have to make you tea. I really do hope they, at some point, the make the other books into some kind of live action. Maybe Netflix can get with BBC and they can do each of the books as a season. That'd be cool. And joining forces to do something like that. And really just throwing everything they've got at it and trying to do unabridged versions or as close to unabridged as they can. Because even with Game of Thrones in season 1, they still, to me, that was the most loyal to the book season, and they still had to make changes because you just can't seem to translate everything from the book to the screen, and there's just so much to Hitchhiker's Guide and everything else that gets left to the wayside when when they make these things into movies. All these colorful asides and explanations that Douglas Adams has that are just fun. Okay. Let's get the arm done. Bring that around. Come on. Much better. Okay. And boom. See here. Nope, this way. This way. Just, yeah. And then we'll curve that over. Do some diodes. Alrighty. Oh wait, did I? Yeah, alright. That should not have that line there. I knew I had done something slightly different on the other side, so we will Alright, so let me get those fingers in there. Do all the squigglies. Because I imagine this is some kind of dark, wrinkly material that covers, the inner workings. It's very resilient, but strength of metal, but has the consistency of. I'm used to looking over here for the camera. But the resiliency of metal. Alright. Let's get. Oh, no wonder. Alright, back to 7. I had it turned down. And do that. If there were any other 70s remakes or reimaginings, the one thing I know they're doing Logan's Run, and I bought Bill for Christmas the complete set of books that goes with that, or that's based off of, and I would love for them to incorporate more of the original written story. But I'd also like to see Silent Running reimagined, as I think it's still very the issues that it raises are just as important now as they were then, and I think more so. And I think Carl Urban could be a good lead for that. So hey, if you're a movie producer out there watching this, please do a new version of Silent Running. I saw that as a kid, and it's always stuck with me. I haven't seen it in a very long time. I keep meaning to, but I'm a big sap, and I will cry at the drop of a hat on stuff that really matters to me. And I can remember as a kid being very disturbed with them destroying the forests and so on, and I got very attached to the robots. So when some bad things happened to the robots, and this was like as a kid, so I can remember it's the first time I ever cried. No, I take that back. The first time I cried was Bambi. That, I know that's stereotypical, but I did. But I want to say when the robots got fucked over, the two in that movie, I think I cried. And my mom was, my dad, I know, shook his head, and but I was a kid, and I'm not ashamed of the fact that I cry at things that have meaning, or have deep meaning, and I still do that today. In fact, sometimes I feel like I'm a little too sentimental, but when certain situations come up in movies, and they've got a lot of truth to them, it just triggers the waterworks. And sometimes it's very, very unexpected. my dad died when I was in my mid-20s unexpectedly. So whenever there's a scene depicting something like that, I still cry. I still get all choked up. Sometimes I can handle it, but many times I have to hold my seat and just ride the emotion until it's done. My best friend died around the same time, so things like that. Death really gets to me, and betrayal, and cruelty to others, especially helpless people. Okay, I've got just a few more minutes and then I've got to log out and get ready for the day job. Day job, gotta earn that paycheck. Now I'll probably be back with the colorizing for this one, because I just want to get this finished. And if I'm not able to stream the rest of the inking, I'll definitely save the coloring for a stream and do that way, like I've been doing with the Morning Monster stuff. This was just a impromptu. Well, it was impromptu yesterday. It just came to me, and I did some sketches at work because I was in the office yesterday and listening to Hitchhikers, and I was like, what's going to be my version of Marvin? And so I just started doodling, and this is what I came up with. And I liked it enough that I was like, ooh, I like this idea. This would make a good print. I didn't do that to begin with. Oh, hey. Sometimes I've got to do it the old-fashioned way, because it feels like I'm inking for real. For real. On actual paper. So, and alright, so let's rotate that around, and okay, so the next time you see this guy, more than likely, it will be inked, and we'll do the color work and the lettering. So thank you for joining me today, or if it's after the live stream, thank you for watching. Have a good day, and I will see you soon.